So, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you something really interesting in Python. In a previous tutorial, I said that I aligned the value of WhatsApp to the variable sentence. Okay, so but I said that you cannot the user of the program you made cannot actually answer to that WhatsApp. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you how you can actually say something in Python to tell Python to ask something and then wait for the answer. And then you can possibly print out something. This is the overview of this video, and let's jump into the details. All right. So, first of all, what do we have to do to ask something? Okay, I'm going to say like let me find a name of okay. I will just name it answer one. Okay, now this is going to be a question, obviously, but we want the we can probably use the answer of the user to do something else later. So I will not recommend naming it question. If you are if you don't get confused by that, you can name it whatever you want. Okay, just you'll see. Okay, so by the way I can ask something is by this command named input. Okay, so input works kind of like print. Okay, so now I have to use the brackets and then the speech marks. Okay, so input. What is your name? Okay, and because the user will answer in the same line as your question, I would recommend leaving putting a space right here so that the answer is not like astro, so that the answer does not go like stay like that. Okay, I will show you. Wait, without the space, it will be like, what is your name? And then I print it Dwa. Okay, that's not a name, but you get the idea. You can print out yours. You can print out Steve. Okay, so Steve will be like, it will be adhered to this question mark. It will be like next to it, and we don't want it. So like if we leave a space and then we go and execute it, Steve. Okay, so now you can see that Steve is not exactly next to the answer. It's to the question. Okay. So now, whatever the user types to answer the question you have given them, it will be assigned as the value to answer one. Okay. So for instance, let's say you don't have to write this on your script. It will otherwise it will not work. You have bugs. But let's say they did say answer one. No, let's say they said Steve. Okay, so now this let's pretend this is what we answered to this question. Okay, so then Steve will be assigned as the value to answer one. Okay, so let me show you what I mean by that. Print answer one. Okay, so now it actually asks me this question, and then it waits, and then it will print whatever I type. So let's say my name is let's say astronaut. Okay, what's your name? Astronaut. And then it prints the variable astronaut. Okay, so you can see that whatever I type in here affects what this means. So if I type astronaut, answer one is going to be equal to astronaut. If I type Steve, answer one is going to be equal to Steve. If you do not get it, don't worry, because well, if you use it in further projects you make, it will be made clear to you. Okay, you will not have a problem. Everything generally, a tip in Python is to and basically in everything I think is to exercise whatever you learn. It's not enough if someone tells you what everything does. You just have to test it out yourself. Experiment yourself. Experiment. Okay. So now, what if I want to say print hello and then the name the user typed in? Well, you can probably guess or guess like about what I'm going to do, but I'm going to say hello and then comma and space so that the name is not right next to hello and comma, and then I'm going to use this plus sign. And don't worry, this is not a math method or something. It's not like I do 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. I am doing plus answer 1. Okay, and then F5, and then what is your name? Ferdu. Okay, so hello Ferdu. You can see how this you can probably see how this can be useful. If you have a program and then you want to if you make a game, for instance, and you want your users not to be nameless and like named player 1 or player 2, you can ask them to put in their name, and that is actually much more fun, much more professional for a game. Now don't worry, I can continue this sentence. I can go answer 1 plus dot, for instance, or plus exclamation point, the mark. And then when oh yeah, I typed in before something before what is your name appeared, so it's now HG. What's your name? Okay, sorry, oh, it lagged. Okay. So now, what is your name? Something random. And then hello. Okay. And yes, this is basically how the input command, or whatever you want to ask the user, this is basically how it works. Now, since we are asking for the name, just so that you don't get confused, you can say name or username or something is equal to what is your name, and then name. Okay, so this is why I do not say question 1 over here, because just for us, just for our convenience, the program won't get affected. You can type anything you want as long as this value, this variable is equal to this. Whatever the user typed after this question will be printed instead of name. It will replace name. Okay. So this is it for this tutorial. I hope it was simple and straightforward for you guys, and see you in the next tutorials. I hope.
What a beautiful day to relax and watch Astronauts videos.